We recording?
We are. I've done it. I've activated the device.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're being filmed 24 hours a day, or if you're filming yourself or projecting your own self as your job, or for some other reason via Twitch or YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
I would not say the N word. I mean, I that's
He made a mistake there. Yeah,
that's
he
my
really
feeling.
did. But
I'm not sure there's a lot to say about it.
But
And then having said it, let's imagine a universe in which I would not say it 100 more times.
just said it like 100 times over and over again, which makes me think that's probably not the first time he said it like that. Like I think that might be his go-to.
That's a
curse word.
It's a roster. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. This is the thing. Like, I'm not good at games. So if I like do poorly, or if someone beats me, like, I mean, how mad am I gonna get?
Well, if that guy was cheating, it sounds like.
Oh, sure, but you have to understand, like, from my perspective, like, other people play as though they were cheating.
The distinction is lost on you.
Other people are as much better than me as a person with omniscient data.
Right. That's fair.
And magical curving bullets like from Angelina Jolie.
Might as well all be cheating, really. Okay.
Whatever the opposite of cheating is, that's what I do.
Yeah, he's apparently very good at it. And so I guess to him losing is very upsetting. Yeah, but still, why would you devolve into just saying that word?
Well, I mean, that seems like such a cool job.
Like, I would start talking about their mother.
Oh, yeah. There's classic. Yeah, I mean, you'd go schoolyard and right.
I mean, so many possibilities.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember when we used to play NFL on the Dreamcast?
Yeah, my whole job was to just shit talk. I had a headset and I didn't even play the game.
No, you didn't even play. You did not control anybody on the field.
Well, I played the mental game.
Yeah, and you excelled.
And I excelled at it.
God, that was so wild.
Yeah. But no, he doesn't get to be on Twitch anymore.
That's it. That's the bright line there.
I think that this is going to be very common. I mean, I don't think that anyone can. I don't think any human. Obviously, this guy's a racist, but I don't think any human being can stand up to that kind of scrutiny.
Yeah, I think it would be very hard.
You're gonna have a bad day, or you're gonna have.
Well, you'll have
slip of the tongue.
Well, you'll have an unguarded. You will have a moment where you are not on brand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to, sort of like the Wall Street Journal and the I was very focused on YouTube.
PewDiePie.
Yeah. Right. But when they could look over, they're just not looking at Twitch yet.
No.
They're gonna look at Twitch.
It's the eye of Sauron.
Yeah. But they're gonna get to Twitch.
Yeah.
And it's pretty. I mean, what I've experienced on Twitch is that a lot of it's pretty freewheeling, and the norms of that. Like I like to play around on Twitch. I think it's really fun.
Yeah,
I love talking with our channel and stuff like that, and I love running the C team on there. But there are pillars of that community that comport themselves in ways that I'm surprised by.
Yeah, we were watching some Overwatch this weekend, some platinum level players, and
that's not me.
No, it's not me either. That's why it was fun to watch.
You wouldn't see me on there.
No. But they're playing, and he just is throwing himself into the queue, essentially, and playing with random people, but because this just boggles my mind, they just all talk in voice together. Like, he's meeting random people, and at that level, you've got to communicate.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Right? Yeah, you can't play that like we would.
So he's talking to these strangers, and the guy that was streaming was pretty cool-headed, and he was playing really well, but then he would get in with these guys who were just cursing and fucking saying the most horrible things, like, over and over again to him. It's like, why would you expose yourself to that?
Yeah.
And like, two, why? Like, I can't watch that with my kids. Like,
well, yeah. But it's interesting there too, where, now those people are on your channel.
Right.
With a a co-equal voice to your own, communicating whatever they want.
Do they know that they're being streamed? Like, I have no idea.
Is that even legal in the classic sense?
Yeah.
Does that constitute recording?
Yeah, I know that I think it's different state by state, but in Washington, you can't record people without their knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, there's recording, and then there's also global broadcast.
Yeah.
I feel like these are in a continuum.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems tough. You know, I'm never gonna get to that level.
Skill level.
Well, that skill level, or even that level of exposure, notoriety on that service.
Oh yeah.
To the point where you're gonna get caught out like that. But also, I'm like 41 years old.
Yeah.
I've that's not like a normal
mode
of, because my own. I mean, obviously, we say the F word on occasion.
Sure, I like to toss that in
on the podcast or anything else. Certainly the Twitch channel, but there's sort of like clamps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because I'm a dad, like there's just clamps.
Yeah. Yeah, I find myself just naturally saying "holy macaroni" most of the time now, just because I have to at home.
Yeah, because
but I feel like an idiot when I say it with, like, when I'm playing with Levin.
With grown-ups?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, holy macaroni." It's like, no, that's okay to say shit. I'm playing with grown people.
Yeah, you get dialed into a certain way.
The reality is that I did a lot of soul searching this weekend. I don't know that I am a Twitch person. I don't think I should be doing these first 15s. The one that went up today, the Neo one, people hate me. Because I didn't like that game.
Yeah, but what's really weird about Neo is that I don't even know what that beginning part is for.
No.
Like,
no, and people are mad. They're like, "Oh, it's a prologue."
Yeah.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't make it shitty.
I honestly don't, because I took that home. They don't even introduce any of the mechanics yet.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what that first part is about.
Mm-mm.
I mean, like, I guess I understand what it's about, like, in terms of, like, the hero's journey or whatever. But, I mean, like, mechanically, like, I think it's a bad idea for it to be there at all.
Yeah.
Because if you had seen this initial area in this, where you actually start out in the town,
mm-hmm.
It's so different and so technical. Mm-hmm. So in that castle, you're not seeing, like, okay, if you did Ninja Gaiden.
I did, yeah.
Now, what would that look like? Mm-hmm. It would, you know what I mean? Because Ninja Gaiden had all the difficulty that's all the rage right now.
Yeah,
like, that was normal for that. And that was a long that's like an Xbox game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That game is fucking really good, but it's really, really hard in a Dark Souls way. Mm-hmm. But it didn't have it had some equipment, but it wasn't like an RPG in the classic sense. It was all about timing. This splits the difference.
Yeah.
This is Ninja Gaiden with, like, loot and replayability and like, but you don't see, like, that whole first part. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, because I remember, a while back, you were saying that you had enjoyed streaming and you want to do streaming. I mean, you don't have to do first 15s if you don't want.
Well, I was thinking about, like, why I play games. And I think for me, they are really in the same category as comic books.
No.
And animated movies.
It's visual.
They're a vector for me to get art.
Well, fundamentally, they're a visual medium.
Yeah. They're a way for me, a novel way to experience art.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't,
in multiple types.
But I look at them just like I do a comic book. I see the art first.
Yeah.
And I think that really makes people mad. Like, I can't help it. I mean, and I felt really bad because that guy was in the stream. Like,
oh, sure.
But I can't help it. Like, I'm sure he's a very nice guy and he tried very hard, but I didn't like it. And so then I get shit on.
Oh, yeah.
That's not interesting to me.
Well, I don't go into the comments. I mean,
yeah.
That's your first problem right there.
Sure.
Don't go in there.
Yeah. But I don't want to be that. I don't want to be.
But you are that person.
I am that person, but privately.
Yeah. In the home.
There's no reason to make people shop in it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to do that. We can do something else.
Okay.
But I enjoy streaming with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it very stressful.
Streaming?
I'm afraid I'm going to be this fucking guy who just says the N-word 100 times. I mean, I know I'm not going to do that, but it's so stressful.
Okay. Well, what are we going to do about it?
I don't know.
Well, we got to do something about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We get to choose. But I mean, I'm super, like, when I think about, like...
I like playing games with you, and then we are funny, and then we go and make comics.
Sure. But I'm saying, like, this is, in terms of time, like, that's something that I really enjoy doing with you.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I don't enjoy arguing with you.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I do. But not necessarily in that context.
Yeah.
It would bum me out. It would bum me out if we didn't have an opportunity to play games on the stream. Doesn't have to be first 15s. I mean, you can even choose the games.
Okay.
Doesn't even matter to me. It can just be whatever game we're playing. Like, it would just be a couple more hours of...
Yeah, I think I prefer that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying whatever...
Playing
like,
Overwatch
the Wednesday.
Destiny
like the Wednesday stream.
Yeah.
Like, that... If that makes more sense, then it has... Then we get to make choices like that.
Yeah.
That's okay. If that format doesn't work, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't... I don't want you to be unhappy. I mean, I want to be happy myself.
Sure.
I think there has to be an opportunity for us to...
Yeah, and I do like playing games.
There's going to be some point in these circles.
Despite what it looks like on there.
Yeah.
I love games.
Well, here, we can do that.
Okay.
But I don't want to not play games with you on the stream.
Yeah.
But whatever game you're playing, we should be playing in there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's fun and good.
Yeah.
After you left, Keek and I had a super good time.
Yeah, I watched you guys play Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
That is really, really interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'll talk to Keek. I'll see if Keek wants to do I'll see if he wants to play Battlegrounds one day, and like that can be something that we do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, how did you think it was going to go?
Like that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not hard to work with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you have felt like that though.
Well, it's just I think that I don't think that I'm suited for that first 15. I mean, I really do judge books by their cover.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because I was talking to Amy and Levin about this. I saw a tweet where somebody had said this was in response to Microsoft allowing for digital returns after 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so the people from the Chinese room were like, that's horrible. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. And somebody in that thread was like, yeah, you should have to play an entire game. You have to play an entire game before you know if you like it or not.
No.
And that's insane. And then the follow-up to that was, would you trust a movie reviewer who only saw 20 minutes of the movie? And it's like, but we're not reviewers. Most people do not have to, it's not their job to consume media and then relate, it to other people. That's not my fucking job. Like, you just decide if you like something. Like, how many books do you quit reading or TV series do you stop after a couple episodes? Like, if you like something.
Well, yes. Without really getting into the weeds on it.
Yeah.
Books are not video games.
No.
That's really all I have to say. That's not an appropriate comparison.
He said movies. He said a movie reviewer.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's irrelevant.
Yeah, they're not games.
That's not even argumentation. That's just something. That's just a sound this person made.
Yeah.
I'm not obligated to respond with my full mind every time a person on the internet makes a sound.
Well, no, but it made me think about why I had such a visceral reaction to that. Like I was like, that is wrong.
Well, yeah. Think about, it's like, is it Miyazaki? Is that the video we saw where those students, they were like, hey, we found this way to make, so computers can make animations.
Oh yeah. And he was like deeply disturbed.
He was disturbed by it.
Yeah.
We're talking about aesthetics.
Yeah.
And not everyone, listen. So at a certain level, we're talking about taste.
Yeah.
So if we talk about informed taste, maybe now we're talking about aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There has to be some kind of framework for you to judge aesthetics. You can have a reaction to something.
Yeah.
That's one thing, but you have been a professional visual artist for 2 decades, and then the 2 previous decades you spent building the skills that you would,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not based on nothing.
The most important thing to me is how things look.
You're allergic to them.
Yeah.
And it's like generally speaking, you say, oh, well, if you're focused on the appearance of something, but it's like, well, that's, art.
Yeah.
Right? No, Keek and I, we had the best time playing Battlegrounds. I think that maybe we'll just slot a Battlegrounds show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can play, because that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what I want. I just want to hang out with Kiko and play games, but I want to hang out with you and play games too.
Yeah, I do too.
Right?
I enjoy playing games.
We need an opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
But we also have to make comic strips.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that we do
Mm-hmm.
together as one.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on out there? Let's take a looky-loo. I was talking about Jack Thompson in the post.
I saw that.
Because that goes way back.
Yeah, he did absolutely call and yell at me.
Twice.
Yeah.
I had to go back to the post to remember because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
And then I remember he had sent that FBI letter, and then we had gotten like a copy of it, and it was really scary.
Yeah.
It was really scary. So it's like if you see a police car drive by your house, or you see some other car you don't recognize, you start to wonder if these things are connected to this weird letter that he sent the FBI.
Yeah.
And it's like, you scared me for entertainment.
Yeah.
Like to feel better about yourself or something. Like,
yeah, he was a weird guy.
I'm not sure it's ceased in the interim.
You don't really hear from him anymore. I haven't anyway.
Nah. Well, he'll have an opportunity, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I gotta see that Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, I bet it's Beast. It wouldn't surprise me to learn that it was Beast.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Puyo Puyo Tetris comes out tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, the demo has been very good.
You've just been putting it to work at home, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and Mario Kart.
Is Mario Kart today?
No, it's this week.
Friday, I think.
Yes. I feel like that in the same way that like the Jackbox stuff, I think is such a beautiful match for Switch, specifically the remote form factor. I feel like Mario Kart on the Switch with the two controllers,
I think it's pretty great.
Is like, it's the sort of idea, like, that's what it's for.
Yeah, and I said it in a post, like, so much of why I love Zelda is connected with the hardware. It's very hard, like, so much of what makes these games great is the experience of playing them wherever you want, whenever, right? Like,
well, yeah, it's the situation, it's what it enables.
Yeah. Yeah, like, the game is part of it, but then this hardware is just amazing.
So good. There was an issue, I think, with the battery on Dave's.
Oh, yeah.
So it could only, like, keep, like, 3 minutes charge.
That's not enough. You can't play anything.
So that makes it very challenging.
Yeah.
But they were apparently able to do, like, through tech support, they were able to do some kind of, like, hard system reset.
Over the phone they fixed it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, or he brought it in or whatever, but it was fast. And he wasn't without it for a long time. But that's the main thing. Like, it's nice to know with something like hardware, like battery life, I wouldn't think that would be something you could reset and get rid of.
No.
But I'm glad that it could be.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I've seen lots of good stories about Nintendo support, actually.
Good. All right, what are we looking for here? Kind of intense flavors. This is what Elliot, this weekend, I was driving Elliot somewhere, and he said, Dad, I figured out my thing. And I was like, what is it? And he's like, I'm going to be a sculptor.
Oh.
I was like, that's not what I expected.
Nice.
I'm not sure that has happened a lot. I feel like that was more of a renaissance. I feel like that's something
people still sculpt.
People were telling their dads, "Oh yeah, somebody's sculpting something." I guess there's a lot of digital sculpting.
Yeah.
I guess that is to a certain extent, like all video games are made out of a type of sculpting.
Of tiny sculptures. Yeah. Yeah, I was dealing with fucking pink eye. So Noah started with the pink eye in one eye.
Dude, I saw that. I saw your tweet.
Then it went to the two eyes, and then it went to Gabe's eye, and then Gabe had it in both eyes, and Noah lost it. Like, just eye drops all the time.
Is gross.
It's fucking disgusting. Shit's coming out of their eyes.
It was gross. There was a Thanksgiving like 2 years ago where I had a migraine, a cold, and pink eye in both eyes. I was just like
a leper.
Yeah, I was just like, fucking just get it over with.
Yeah. Put me out of my misery.
Just make it quick. You know? Like, because if you have it in fucking both eyes, first of God, it's gross.
It's really
First
sick.
of all, it's gross. You look like a goddamn ghost or something.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's like you wake up and you can't open your eyes because they're completely fucking crusted over.
They're sealed shut by goop.
Well, that ain't no way to live.
No, it ain't. No. Yeah, I accomplished 2 home chores that have been on my list this weekend. It was pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got a dog door installed
Where?
in a sliding door in our living room.
In a glass sliding door?
Yeah, they make this thing that is like, imagine a tall glass pane with a doggy door built in. So you open your sliding door, put in this new glass, long, thin pane, and then close the sliding door and seal it all with weather stripping and locks. And
Oh, okay. Because I was trying to, I was like,
just chisel it out.
it's like, I don't see.
I just threw a chair through a sliding glass window. It's like doggy door.
Yeah, no, exactly. Dogs can get in and
In
out.
and out all they want. So can raccoons and people.
It's really just a door.
It's pretty much just a door.
Let's see.
And I put some shelves up. So
Shelves.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of shelves, but they're on my floor in pieces.
that's what these I ended up putting up on the wall, and it helped a lot as
Really
far as
puts-
their usefulness.
You put stuff on them? Is that-
Yeah.
All right. That's how you do it at your house, I guess. No, I've set it up so that VR works with Steam stuff and with the Oculus Store.
Mhm.
That's what I did. So all of my achievements were
Digital.
illusory. I think it's funny that it's called Call of Duty World War II, but I don't know if it's like a joke funny.
No.
I think it's just sort of funny that that's what it's called. That's all it's called.
Did you see the Cliff Bleszinski interview where he was comparing like Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff to like Applebee's and The Onion? Just like chain restaurants.
Hmm?
Yeah, the Olive Garden. That's what he said. He was saying that these AAA games have basically become like Applebee's. They're not great. They're good enough. They cost so much money to maintain.
Oh, they're like franchise
Yeah,
brands. They're they're homogenous?
I guess.
I guess that's his phrase. Let's see.
It was interesting.
Well, he's been around.
Yeah, so he described the new era as like AA games, which is AAA experience for less money.
Oh, okay. So the new thing is whatever he's doing?
Well, he included his game in amongst other. He also says Warframe is like a AA game.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it sort of requires. I mean, it requires a very sophisticated global digital delivery
Yeah,
in order to happen. Basically, I mean, it's basically like where freemium went. There's
Mhm.
going to be this middle place where the successful freemium games can actually do what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think he's right. I mean, when you think about Madden and some of those big franchises, right? They do sort of feel like an Olive Garden.
Well, look, the term is franchise.
Yeah,
I mean, it's already
like, built in.
We don't even need to work very hard to get this terminology going.
Yeah,
It's just the same
it's
word.
the same word.
Yeah. It requires the technology to be different too, and the engines, like the way that you purchase a development engine now is very different.
Yeah,
It's almost more like a subscription thing, or the costs are different up front. But yeah, this is also about scale. If you're making a multiplayer game like those are,
yeah,
it's that kind of like a Warframe or something like that. Really, you're going to be going to the same place a lot.
right.
There's rogue elements.
Yeah, I don't know if it works for other genres as well.
I would like to play it. I don't know when it's coming out.
Lawbreakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes out.
Let's see. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, this is the Tim Sweeney quote. They're both talking about it here. Budgets were being bid up. The first Gears of War cost $12 million to make and made $100 million. But by Gears of War Judgment, the game cost $60 million to build and then still made $100 million.
Huh.
But I mean, which parts of that are which parts of that? Is that because by Judgment, people also didn't consider Judgment the best Gears of War game?
Sure.
Did they go back to that particular well too many times?
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of reasons that could.
Yeah,
that
then you
could
have that.
played out that way.
Right.
I understand the concept of rising development cost.
Definitely. But I mean, my suspicion is that in the cases where they're talking about these types of games, it's like it'll be multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
What's the investment here? So it's going to be maps. Everybody's going to get those probably, probably monetize characters. And so,
yeah.
and generally speaking, if you have a new character skins, right? When you're putting development work into those, it's all tied to a potential revenue source.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, I saw him at East.
Cliff?
Yeah, just walk by. East was there. He was a cool dude. He was hanging around with a bunch of people. Then one of those people wanted to take a picture with me, which I thought was funny.
Yeah. He's always been very nice, I think.
Oh, yeah. We knew him before he lifted.
Yeah.
You know? Now he lifts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't always lift. Sometimes he would wear a purple suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so funny because he'd come by once. We're talking about Gears of War, I think, and he was like, Gears of War, right? And I'm like, yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed my demo. And he's like, game of show? And I was like, oh, right, that's a thing that people do.
Yeah.
They decide what show is the game or vice versa.
Or vice versa, yeah. Either way. What are we making a strip about?
I'm trying to figure out what is going now.
Going now. The idea of playing Puyo Puyo and then switching midway to play Tetris and then switching back, like going back and forth between two games. I wonder if there's two other games you could do that with. That would be funny.
Yeah. So you go back and forth between, let's see, the best one would be something like What Remains of Edith Finch. Like, what do you combine?
Call of Duty.
What do you combine with? It's got to be something else than Call of Duty. Like, What Remains of Edith Finch and XCOM or something.
Yeah,
because you just come back and what the fuck? What is he? I'm a shark. I'm on a swing.
Yeah,
I like this. It's just like the Puyo Tetris. But what do you mix with What Remains of Edith Finch? Because it's the worst game to switch to.
Yeah, I think it's got to be something visceral on the other side, like
Gears of War.
Yeah, or Lawbreakers, right? Or something
exactly.
That's just ridiculously.
Bulletstorm.
You Bulletstorm and What Remains of Edith Finch. Two great tastes that taste great together. Hey, you got your Edith Finch in my peanut butter.
In my Bulletstorm.
My Bulletstorm.
No, you got your Edith Finch in my peanut butter, which in this metaphor is Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm. Chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah, so it's Puyo. I was like, what's it called? And it's called Puyo Tetris.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little on the nose.
They're not trying to hide. They're not trying to hide anything from me here.
No, it's not a trick.
Yeah, Puyo Tetris. Puyo Tetris is like, damn. Damn. Would you love? I do that. I don't know if you've heard that song. It's a song.
I've heard it.
I didn't make it up. It's like, damn. What game am I playing? What game am I even playing?
Just really opens up.
But of course, Tycho's gonna have. Oh no, I've got the tasteful. You know what I mean? Like, I've got the extreme true gamer.
Yeah.
Shift. It's a good start. Is this something he invents?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Yeah, it's just like you have the HDMI switch.
Yeah, I feel like it's a mechanic that you could use all the time.
I feel like we're seeing the dawn of a new mechanic.
Yeah. I play 5 minutes of What Remains of Edith Finch and 5 minutes of Bulletstorm. I just keep switching back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, Tycho's probably. The other quote would be that he's already sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeps like there's too many of them already.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm really excited for Puyo Puyo Tetris. I'm sick of these game mashups.
I'm already exhausted.
It's just another one of these mashups where you play one game for a little bit and then switch and play the other one. Is it? Yeah. Is it common? Oh my God, they're everywhere.
You can't throw a virtual rock. They're fucking everywhere. We're ass deep.
Ass deep. I just played What Remains of Edith Finch Bulletstorm. Wow, not exactly chocolate and peanut butter.
Chocolate and tungsten. It's grapefruit and alligator dicks. We're ass deep. Everybody's trying to fucking horn in.
Everyone's trying to.
I was playing. It's just, but if it works the same as Puyo Puyo Tetris,
it's just one name.
It's just big one name.
Yeah. I just played Bulletstorm. What Remains of Edith Finch. Well, not exactly chocolate and peanut butter. More like grapefruit juice and alligator dicks.
Downloading Puyo Puyo Tetris right now. It's one of those goddamn mashups where it's like now I'm playing this game. Oh, now I'm playing this game.
Now switch and play this game. Is that common? I guess I've never seen it before. Is that common?
Does that happen a lot? Yeah. Is that common? Where it's like, I'm playing this game. Oh, now I'm playing
this game. Oh, now I'm playing the first game again. No thanks.
I'm playing this game. No thanks.
No thanks.
Is that common? Fucking everywhere. Ass deep. Everybody's trying to horn in on this shit. Just playing Bulletstorm, What Remains of Edith Finch. So not chocolate and peanut butter.
Not exactly chocolate and peanut butter. More like grapefruit juice and alligator dicks.
The end.
The end.
Oh, when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release, get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray, and yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.